Okay, you're going to put glue all over your hand, pretty thick, and it takes a little while to dry, so be prepared. We're showing you here in this video how you can kind of pull the glue up to make some wounds. And we used a paper clip. You can use a toothpick. You can use anything to sort of just pull the glue off your hand. And I'm warning you, it takes a long time for this to dry. It probably took about 20-30 minutes for us to start this because of the time it took the glue to dry. And what I'm doing right now is I'm putting some Vaseline inside the wounds where we pulled it up. You can use a Q-tip or paintbrush, the end of a paintbrush, just something to get the Vaseline inside there because you want it to look like it's really a wound. We used the end of a paintbrush to get it in there. The blood that you're going to use is blood that we made out of corn syrup and some food coloring. Just pour some of your corn syrup into a cup and add a lot of drops of the red food coloring, and then you want to add a couple of drops of blue, just a couple, and stir it up really well until you get the color you want. You may end up using quite a bit of the red food coloring to get it to the right color. And then use a paintbrush or Q-tip and just put the blood along the wound, kind of get it under there where you had the glue pulled up. You can have it kind of running out of your wound if you want. It looks really gross, but it's kind of cool that you can do this. And all you're using is glue. We didn't use anything fancy for this first project. We just used some glue, Elmer's glue. This is the things you should have at home: Elmer's glue, some petroleum jelly, some corn syrup, some food coloring. And just dab it in there. Now, what do you think of that? Look at that nasty wound. Looks like something's really tore my hand up. All right, now you can see the finished project. Look at the front and the back. Pretty cool, huh? It's pretty nasty also. But it's really easy, really simple. And you can use this. We did it on our hand, but this works on your face, on your arm, just about anywhere on your body that you want to do it. Just keep in mind that the food coloring might dye your skin. So just be careful with that. You don't want to end up with red stains everywhere. And also be careful with your clothes and where you're working. And there you have it. Look at that. In this shot, Miss Erica is putting a wound on her hand, doing the same technique that we showed you. Just pulling up the glue that you put on your hand and sliding that petroleum jelly underneath there to look like it's under the skin, and then using the food coloring. It makes a really nice looking wound. So we tried a couple of other techniques with varying success. What I'm showing you right here is using tissue paper and glue. And you can use that, just keep adding glue and layering it till you get your wound. We also added a few little bits of plastic to look like bones sticking out. In this one, it looks like a pencil went through my head. Again, this is just glue. In this picture, we used petroleum jelly and baby powder, and you mix it up until you get a sort of a paste. And then you use that with some of the blood, and you can also use some liquid foundation and some of the powder foundation to cover it to make it look like it's really your skin. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be creative and have some fun. Send us your pictures. We'd love to see what you've done.